I wanted to speak a bit more about the times that we're in, or that I think and perceive that we're in, and the feeling of a happy enough but a somewhat enforced isolation that many of us are in. In the last video, I spoke about how I felt like this was a time for us to learn that we don't need tribes, that our default state can be this blissful, sovereign solitude. I think I called it something like that. It's also preparing us to be leaders by helping us to be self-reliant in terms of our energy, because how can we lead others if we are dependent or needy? So yeah, these are some of the reasons why I think that a lot of us are kind of in this solo mode. It doesn't feel negative. It does feel different. It does feel like something that we are not used to experiencing. But there is another reason I think this is occurring, and it has to do with how rapidly that we're shifting and changing. As so many of us have questioned our reality, our whole lives leading up to this point, we've been rapidly assessing and reassessing. Different things would have broken the camel's back to lead us into this deep introspection. It might have been some kind of a tragedy, a narcissistic relationship, some other kind of breaking open of the illusion. Could have been events that happened globally in our society. Different things have woken people up. But since we've woken up, it's just been this massive journey, of looking at everything that we've ever known and reassessing it from every vantage point possible. And it's been like a hunger. We've been like people wandering in the desert, realizing that we're parched and that it's time for us to get some truth, some nourishment for ourselves. We never knew how lacking in reality we were, how lost. But once we got some idea of it, then we started running, right? We all started running in our own individual ways, facing our own individual challenges of trying to understand, what are we doing here? What's happened? What's been done to us? Where are we going? You know, just what the hell? And this whole thing has increased our processing power, is what I would say. Our nervous systems have all taken a hit as we've tried to upgrade our capabilities to be able to process faster and faster. This is why we're all looking at our diets. We're all going out in nature and trying to ground. We're not just trying to, we're feeling led to do all of these things that help us to ground and embody, because our nervous systems are under the pump of trying to process and understand. My point is, we are moving quickly. very, very quickly. For most of us, who you were last week is not who you are today. The epiphanies, the downloads. I'm using last week as a very broad time period. Come on, let's be honest. Sometimes who we are yesterday isn't the same as who we are today. This is how rapidly we're receiving new information, new codes. Our bodies are upgrading. Our thought processes, our ability to hold truths, contradictory truths, new paradigms, see things from various perspectives, is increasing rapidly. The more we place our attention on it, eagerly, as we understand how imperative it is that we do so, we're seeing leaps and bounds, large gains. We're moving so fast. And this is a big process. This is taxing. We need alone time. But also because we're changing too rapidly to be able to find a more stable resonance with other people. That's what I'm suspecting. I mean, in a more long-term way. Obviously, we're all able to go down to the grocery store and have simple interactions, but we're all changing too rapidly to be able to make connections that are going to last long, because I'm not the same person I was yesterday. I'm not the same person I was a month ago. Oh my gosh, 6 months ago. Do we even recognize ourselves? Come on. So it's important to remember this, because as I said in my last video, I don't think we're supposed to be looking for our tribe right now. And if you feel like you're failing or you're going without, or things are less than because you don't have people around you that you're connecting with like you used to, try and understand what we're going through. It would be very unlikely to have a group of people that are on the exact same growth journey, the exact same expansion journey as you. And if you have somebody, that is so great. I would be so grateful, if I were you. But I think it's about understanding where we are and what we're going through. The way I like to think about it is let's say that we're all in our individual cocoons, like a moth or a butterfly. We're all in our individual cocoons. And every day we're different. Every day we've changed, we've morphed, we've grown. And this is the most important thing ever, because we're turning into something new. But each of our individual journeys in our little cocoons are different. But they're all important and they're all valid. And we need to be allowed to do our own thing in isolation, in seclusion. This is the safest and best thing for us. But it's new, it's different. We've never done this before, so it feels sometimes confronting, sometimes strange. We feel like we're going somewhere, but we don't know where. We second guess, we question, but our job is to stay in the cocoon and just keep morphing in our own special individual ways. And if you are in the cocoon, then who are you going to make friends with? Other people in the cocoon? They're like you. They're busy cocooning. Who are you going to make friends with? A caterpillar? They can't reach you. They don't know what you're going through. They haven't got there yet. Who are you going to make friends with? A butterfly? They're already flying high in the sky. And maybe you'll meet them one day. But you have to finish your cocoon journey. And the only way to do that is alone. And that is good. And that is right. So I guess back to my cocoon. I hope this helped. Please like and subscribe.